All right, we've got a very, very special guest here with us that I want you guys to meet. An amazing singer, amazing songwriter. We're going to talk cowboy stuff, we're going to talk music, and I want you guys to meet Bill Baker. Tell them who you are, where you're from, what you're doing.
Bill Baker. I'm from Oklahoma, Hilton, Oklahoma, and I'm a country Christian singer songwriter. And it was time to make a new album, and so I came down here to beautiful Covington, Georgia, to the good folks at TuneDesigner, and we've had a ball.
We have, and we're going to talk about how we're working with Bill, and how we got to know each other. This will be a great time if you got a question for us, how we do stuff. Bill actually is doing 10 songs, a whole project, and I'm so excited about it because it's my favorite kind of country, hardcore country music, but gospel. And the way Bill writes is just in your face, right to the point, gospel, which I love. So, but I got a lot of other stuff I want to talk to Bill about too. I'm gonna put you on the spot a little bit. But,
Okay.
But talk about, we've done one song with him, and it came out 45 days ago.
Yep.
It's having really good success. Talk about that song, what the title of it, what y'all did with it. We're gonna show a little bit of the video.
Grace, Grace 100 Proof is a song that was birthed out of being at a church I was playing at, and this preacher, he said, "In spite of me, he saved my soul." And I thought, man, that'd be a good line of song. So I wrote this song. It's called Grace 100 Proof, and I wanted to cut it, but I wanted to do it in a very professional way. And I'd seen TuneDesigner, followed them a while, so I got in touch with John and I sent it to him. They cut it. We kind of sent them a scratch demo track, our band playing it. We'd recorded somewhere, and so they did it and they sent it back to me. We made a music video, and that's pretty cool. The music video, the guy that did it, Tyler Plant, West Lane Media in Warwick, Oklahoma. He, for a day job, he's a lighting technician and grip operator on Hollywood movie sets. Travels all over the country and does that. And so when he's home, he has a video production deal. And so I'd seen a video he had made for a bond issue for a school, and I was impressed with it. And so I reached out to him and asked him if he'd like to do a music video, and he said sure. So I messaged the song to him, and his words to me were this. He said, I mean no disrespect, but he said, when I thought another local guy making a record, I just thought when I turned it on, it's going to sound like something recorded in a tin can. And he said, when I pushed play, he said, I thought this guy's for real. And that for real sound that he heard was the for real sound that you guys here at TuneDesigner did for us. And, I think that whatever you're going to do, you've got to start with professional quality music. And then every step you make after that's got to be professional. And so I was very blessed and fortunate in developing a relationship with TuneDesigner, but I've also been blessed to develop one with Tyler.
Well, the first step is you got to have an awesome song, and that song is just Grace 100 Proof. Now, you've talked about how it sounds. Talk about the actual, what the song is about.
The song's about a guy that he's lived his life in a beer joint, honky tonks, a lot like a lot of musicians. And he's sitting on a bar stool one night in a beer joint, and he sees the caption of this preacher on TV talking about you can be saved. And as you'll see, maybe in the part, I don't know what clip of the video we're going to show, but as you'll see in it, probably he makes the decision. He looks into the glass and he looks at an old wore out cowboy next to him. He turns off the Jim Beam and turns on John 3:16, and and gives his life to God. And hey, that's what happened to me.
Yeah.
That's I've said I've never written a testimony song, but that's probably as close to it as I possibly could get. So the song's done really well. We released it to Canyon Creek, to radio, and it's been out there, I guess, roughly now between 45 and 60 days to radio, and it's already number 50 on the Cashbox magazine chart.
Talk about how many views it's got.
Between YouTube and Facebook, Tyler asked me, he said, how many views would you like to see it have? And I said, long term? He said, yeah. I said, about 5,000. In the first 15 hours, it had 5,000 views. We're nearing, it's over 17,000 views now between Facebook and YouTube. And we actually waited a week to drop it on YouTube. So
let's play a little bit of it. Go, you'll find it. Grace 100 Proof, Bill Baker
on YouTube.
Go to you, share it. And it's on Facebook and YouTube. Let's play a little bit of that.
Hey guys, what y'all say we do that Grace 100 Proof tune?
Kick us off.
Okay. 2, 3, 4. A bottle and a barroom and no country dance tunes. It's true what they say. The nightlife ain't a good life, but it was my place to hide in the darkness that held me so tight. I was sitting on a bar stool reading captions on a TV. It was like they were talking about me, and the silence was sudden when I started praying the night that I found the Lord. And I turned off the Jim Beam and turned on John 3:16, traded my wrecked life for a new. No longer in sin's chains, praise God, I've been changed. I found grace 100 proof.
That's my kind of gospel music right there. That's just, I love the countryness of what that song is. Now, it's got over 400 shares.
400
Talk about the what you guys prayed about and thought about as people share this.
We did not put this out there initially. We kept this back kind of in our little circle of people. And I said all along that I believed that every time it was shared, somebody would give their heart and their life to Jesus Christ. And the night that we launched it, we had a big red carpet party and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
The night that we launched it, I went home and I was laying in bed. I started crying, and my wife, she's kind of like, "What's wrong with you?" You know. And I get emotional about it now, but that night it had 170 something shares.
Wow. And the first day.
And I said, honey, if our faith is what we say it is, if we really believe that every time it's shared, somebody give their heart and their life to Jesus Christ, tonight 170 people have given their heart and their life to Jesus Christ. And now it's over 400, you know. And I remember an old song when I was a kid called Thank You.
Yeah, I know that song.
And it talks about one by one they came.
Yeah.
You know, and it talks about these different people that had give to the Lord, never knowing the impact. And somebody said to me, matter of fact, you kind of alluded to it the other day, never know the complete impact of that song till we get to heaven. And I can't wait to meet people, you know, on those golden streets.
Absolutely.
That say, man, if that song was why I'm here today.
Yeah.
You know, and there's a boy, or there is a young man out in California, and his grandma sent it to him. And she said, you got to listen to this song. And he said, he called her back. He said, Grandma, he said, that song does something to you on the inside.
Yeah.
It ain't just pretty fluff stuff.
Yeah.
You know, that's what God does. He does something to you on the inside.
That's right. That's right.
You know.
Well, I love that song. Go check it out. Listen to the whole thing. The video is amazing. It's like you're watching a movie. and I'm just so proud that we're a part of that. And this album that's coming out, we recorded 10 new songs for Bill. Bill wrote every one of them, and they're all just so powerful. And so I want to just talk about how we worked with you. And a lot of our clients are long distance. We don't ever get to meet them. So what I always do for a new client, if you're out there, you're watching, you're thinking, I'm thinking about using TuneDesigner. What I like to do is just start with one song. I won't do any more than one song for you at the beginning, because I want you to experience how we do things, and we want to experience how you do things to make sure we can work together. And you do that with one song, and then after that, we'll do as many as you want. And so Bill called me and said, man, I want to come out there and just do my whole album with you. And so we tracked it a couple of days ago, and we can do 10 songs in a day and really do get a long ways in one day musically. We had George and Daniel here, and so in one day we do all the tracks. And then yesterday he came in here, and he's just a singing machine, man. He had we had about 4 takes of just one take, boom, he's done. So he's a great singer, and you've done a great job. I know you're ready to get back home. So he's got to fly back home today. But I want to talk about a little bit of cowboy stuff.
All right.
Because I'm fascinated with cowboys. I've never been out there to Oklahoma, and and saw that part of the world, and so Bill came in. He's got a brand new belt buckle that his church gave him. He's a pastor, and but talk about what you do, the other job you have in the rodeo. What you've done there.
I don't so much anymore, but I used to be a rodeo announcer.
Announcer,
and that's a big part of the rodeo when you go to it.
Huge part of it.
Yeah, I mean it's as important as commentary on the NFL.
Here's what I want you to do.
What's that?
I want you to pretend like we're at the huge rodeo. I'm gonna ride a bull.
You're sounding like my 5-year-old.
I want you to introduce me and talk about the bull I'm on. That's you know the bull that the guy's riding has got a name, right?
Yeah.
I want you to put me there. I can either get thrown off quickly, or I can make it. It's 8 seconds. That's all I need,
8 seconds. Right? Yes.
I'm gonna leave it up to you.
Yeah.
But John, do I have to have a nickname or something?
No, we can go with your name.
Just John Johnson.
That
sounds so boring, but I'll go with it. Describe me, getting on. Do it. Do what you would do.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's Saturday night, and we're live right here in the big city of Covington, Georgia. We're going to start with the first section of bull riding.
Let's start. I don't want to be in Covington.
You don't want to be in
Covington? I want to be out there with y'all. I want to be.
You want to be where we're at.
This is
okay. You want to be at the Oklahoma State Fair Arena where champions are made.
Do we need to cut the mic down? I don't want to distort. I want to be at the World Championship.
I want to be at Las Vegas.
This is my shot.
Okay.
I've made it, and you're announcing.
All right.
I won't stop you no more.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is the 10th round of the Wrangler National Finals right here in Las Vegas, Nevada. He's ranked #1 in the world, John Johnson. He's drawn a great bull from the Butler and Gaylord string. One that is wild, and they call him Mr. Skullman right here. Run him underneath Big John. Hey, listen, this bull runs in here about 1,800 pounds. He is dynamite. They rode him twice all year long, both times for 90 points. If John's going to win a world, he better be stuck to this bull like paint on a new Ford pickup. Ladies and gentlemen, he slides, he rides. Here we go. Crack the latch and watch him spin. Looky there, back to the left, back to the left, back to the left. He makes 2 good moves right there. Now the whistle blows. John Johnson, we'll see when we get coming in. He needs to be 85 points to win the world. Ladies and gentlemen, 87.5. Your new world champion bull rider, John Johnson from Covington, Georgia.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, Lord.
I figured you were going to throw me off.
No, why would, if a guy's got one chance, you might as well let him, win it all.
That was
That's one of the most exciting moments I've ever had. And it was fake. There wasn't even nothing real about it.
You know, the thing about announcing rodeos, I've said this all my life, and I had a problem with this when I was young. The gift of communication is what God gave me as a child.
Yeah.
I think God gives us all a gift. And, you know, for me, that's what it was. Now, listen, here's the bad part about that. It's having the gift to communicate with people. It's like having a sharp tool. You got to know when to take it out of the shed, and you got to know when to leave it in there.
Yeah.
In other words, you got to know when to talk, and you got to know when to shut up.
Yeah.
And it took me a long time, but communicating is what God has given me the ability to do. I've been a rodeo announcer, pastor, church, singer, songwriter, along with other adventures I've had in life, and that's just kind of.
You made my day, man. That was awesome.
I made you a world champ.
I love that road. There's no way you'd ever get me on a bull. I mean,
Yeah.
I really like watching it, but you do. I can tell why you've had a living doing that.
Yeah.
Now, well, I'm just really excited about this album.
Oh, I am too.
We're shooting for before Christmas. It really it ain't got. We've done a lot of work on it already. It's in the mixing process. Rhett's gonna mix it, and we've got to put some finishing touches on it. But let's see, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. We've got a few more days to go on it. But if you want to come out and do a whole album with TuneDesigner, we do that. I know you see us a lot just doing one song, but Bill is having a whole project to have at his shows, so somebody can come up and buy a whole CD. It's really going to be a great thing for you to have. And you can come down here, and I think you've had a good time in Covington.
Oh, I've had a great time. And I will tell you this, folks. You know, I don't fly a whole lot, but just got me a flight into Atlanta. Took care of it all in one whack. Got my rental car, got my motel. There's plenty of places to eat here.
But he's only been to one place. The only
No.
place he eats at Sonic 20 times a day.
Hand me that Diet Milk Coke over there. I gotta have my.
He literally has been to Sonic more than I have. I mean, we've got a Sonic down the street.
Hey, this stuff is made in Oklahoma. That's the deal right there.
But, you know, a lot of people do want to know about TuneDesigner, where we're located. We are about 35 minutes away from the airport at Atlanta, the busiest airport in the world. So if you're coming from Oklahoma or wherever, you can fly to Atlanta and you can be at my studio in about 35 minutes. And Covington's got plenty of nice places to stay, and we've got a really good Sonic here that you can go eat at every morning and night and noon, like Bill. But we'd love to have you come, and when the album comes out, we'll make a big deal about it. And he's got some incredible songs on this new album. And real quickly, and do we have anybody's got a question or anything for us? Just talk about a couple of the songs. Well, just how long you been writing songs?
Started writing when I was 16 in the back of a Pizza Hut. We were broke. We were poor people. And it was my mama's birthday. It's October 25th. And I didn't have anything else to give my mom. So I wrote a song.
Wow.
And I went and I played it for her that night when I got home. And when Sunday rolled around, she said, play that song for Bud. He was our bass player at church. And a great family friend. And I played it, and they said, man, that's good. And they said, play that for Brother John. He was our pastor. And I played it, and Brother John said, boy, that's a great song. And so we worked it up, and we got to where we sang it at church quite a bit.
Yeah.
We went to church with a man named Danny Puckett. And Danny Puckett had been the lead guitar player for Reba way back in the
Wow.
day. And so Danny was first professional musician to ever play on a song.
That's great.
But I learned a lot of licks from him. But I started when I was 16. You know what this album does? It has some songs on there that are special. That little song, Ain't It Strange? I think we've about decided that might be the song, the lead off
the first
track.
song on the CD.
My little boy, his name's Guy, and he's 5 years old. And we were having singing one night at our church. And I come around a corner and he was around behind my steel guitar. And I said, what you doing? And he said, oh, nothing. I buckle up, Daddy, and put his hands behind his back and went over. He laid down kind of by the altar or on it or something. I walked past him and I said, ain't it strange how your daddy knows? And I got to thinking about that. Our Heavenly Father always knows.
That's right.
He always knows. And, you know, as a dad, I know, and because I love my son, I correct my son.
Yeah.
But I do it with love and mercy.
Yeah.
And so that's where that song kind of comes from. There's another song there we think is going to be big called Jesus and Soldier. I know you want me to talk about it, so I just thought it would.
That song, y'all ain't ready for this song. I'm just telling you that. It's amazing.
It's a true story. I was at the courthouse for a meeting on a Monday morning, and a guy was going to pray there that's in charge of the meeting, and there's this fella come in. When they said before they started the meeting they was going to pray and have pledge allegiance, he kind of looked around like he wasn't real sure they could do that. And I thought, buddy, if you open your mouth, I'm fixing to make headline newspaper. Because I'm just here to tell you, I still believe in the God of grace and mercy and love, and I believe that he spoke this world into existence. I believe he sent his son to die for me. And that's who I pray to.
Yeah.
And I'm here to tell you this, I believe in the red, white, and blue and the great United States of America. And I think that if we're going to make the United States of America great again, we've got to get back to God as our foundation and our cornerstone.
That's
and
right.
we need to start using the Bible more than any other book.
That's right. And this song hits you in the face like a bull. I mean, you feel like you fell off a bull right on the boom. It's really just in your face. Country, it's got an awesome message about it, and I can't wait for it to come out. I mean, I'm so pumped about this whole project. It's got an outlaw sound about it.
Yeah.
And he's just got a ton of other great songs on this album.
Picture Mercy.
Picture Mercy. I mean, they're all great, and what are you going to call it? The album is going to be called
Grace 100 Proof.
Grace 100 Proof.
You know, that song's just been so good right off the bat to us, and I mean, it was good coming out of here. The video's been good, and the people responded so well to it. And you know, I think if it hadn't done good, I'm not sure that I'd have took the chance. You know, to go ahead and finish the record. You know, this way, and I think it deserves the spot to be the title track.
Oh yeah. Well, when it comes out, it's not going to be long before it comes out.
No.
We'll make sure you guys know about it and where you can get it. And I've enjoyed having you here, Bill.
I've loved being here.
I'm sure we're going to do it again eventually. But be looking for Bill's album to come out. Go check that song out. That's already got he's already got a video out for.
It's Grace 100.
Grace
Proof.
100 Proof. Bill Baker. You'll find it.
Yep.
And we'll talk to you next time.
Thank you, John.
Thank you.